Hello. As I'm recording this, it is 7:09 p.m. On December 31st, 2020, meaning it's Christmas Eve. So we did it, everybody. We made it through 2020. Very difficult year for all of us in various ways. But I wanted to talk a little bit about something that I never quite understood, and that's New Year's resolutions. I never understood why New Year's resolutions are a thing. And I don't mean that in the sense that I don't know why people do them. I don't know why they I know why someone would have come up with the idea and spread it around until it became kind of a cliche. On Christmas Eve you say, and the next year I'm gonna take up yoga, I'm gonna learn a foreign language, I'm gonna get my finances in order, I'm gonna marry my girlfriend, some way you have something you want to do the next year to improve your life. Maybe marry your girlfriend wouldn't be a good example in that case, but you think of something you're working on, some struggle you've been going through, and you're like, this year I'm going to tackle that, and I'm going to fix the issue. I'm going to overcome this fear. I'm going to overcome this problem, and I'm going to become a better person in the process. And of course, there's nothing wrong in the slightest with resolving to fix an issue or to work on a particular flaw you have, or just to try to become a better person. In fact, we should all be trying to become better people all the time. or rather, we should have in the back of our minds, on a fairly regular basis, ways in which we can improve our lives and the lives of those around us. And that's why I don't understand New Year's resolutions, because why do we pick the last day of a year and say, okay, this is the time of year that I'm going to truly think about what I need to do to, get all my ducks in a row. Why don't you do that on, any other day of the year? Why is it just the last day of the new year that you decide to tackle, weight loss, or your unhappy marriage, or what have you? And I guess it just must come down to the fact that, well, it's a new year, so it's like a new beginning, it's a new start. I assume that must be what it comes down to. But they've done all kinds of studies in which they show that people don't follow through with their New Year's resolutions at all. It just doesn't happen. The tradition now basically is people make New Year's resolutions and then they quickly break them. And then, the new New Year's rolls around again, and they make resolutions for the year after that, and then they break them, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm making this video to say that I am not going to make a New Year's resolution for 2021, because I already made the resolution a while back to try to improve my life. I'm already working on building a life for myself that I enjoy, and a life in which I can contribute to the community at large. I don't need the New Year's Eve to I don't need New Year's Eve to roll around for me to say, okay, I'm going to try to get my life together. and I'm not trying to like talk down to other people. I think I think we should, the idea of trying to improve yourself or making resolutions should just be something we can do at any time. It doesn't, or it should be something you think about, when you think about it. You can think about it in July or January or on New Year's Eve. It doesn't really matter. It just doesn't have to be New Year's Eve. It's just a weird little cultural thing that has been picked up that I think we should maybe question a little bit. Because maybe if we thought about it more throughout the year, if we thought about self-improvement throughout the year, then maybe we would be more likely to enact or to follow through with that self-improvement. Although, of course, you can't, it's important not to always be thinking about self-improvement, because then you're going to be unhappy all the time and never content with who you are in the moment, and you're not, being your best self in that moment. So when I say we should be thinking about it all the time, I don't actually mean think about nothing else but self-improvement, because then you just drive yourself crazy. And that's why, the self-help industry is mildly toxic. If you'll forgive that cringe word. But yeah, so I really don't have much to say for this video. I was just making a video on New Year's Eve to say that I am not making New Year's resolutions. I hope to improve myself in 2021, but I just hope to improve myself in general. And I really, actually, I guess I'll say one more quick thing. And this is a purely personal thing. 2020 has been one of the best years of my life, which is kind of, how can you say that? It's been a pretty terrible year overall, actually, but at least from a big picture perspective. I'm talking about for me personally, in the sense that around March or so, I started to live my life. I started to kind of experience things I hadn't experienced before. I started to open myself up more to life's possibilities. I became a bit more confident. I resolved to improve my life, and I really have. I'm actually far better off, and I said this in a video, so I'm repeating myself, but weekly vlog, you are going to repeat yourself from time to time. I'm far better off now than I was in January of 2020, which is saying something. So in the course of about 12 months, I have made significant progress, significant personal progress. And so I just hope to keep doing that. Again, I'm not going to be always focused on personal progress. Sometimes you just want to relax. Sometimes you just want to have fun. But I'm going to allow for time to reflect and time to learn new skills and think about various perspectives on different issues and just continue on the progress that I'm making. And you don't ever want to stop making progress. You want to, as long as you're alive, and you're conscious and you're aware of your surroundings, you're aware of your life. You're experiencing your life. You always want to be progressing and improving and learning new things and making changes and all of this stuff. So yeah, I'm not going to be making a New Year's resolution, but I will be continually making resolutions from this very moment until I die. Not a very cheery, well, I guess that is a cheery thought, not the death part, but the part about continually improving my life until I die. That's the cheery thought. So I hope you guys have or I hope if anyone's watching this, I hope you have a great 2021. And I will, let me rephrase that. I hope you have a good start to 2021. I'll be continuing to making vlogs and podcasts, and I'll be trying to do more with my YouTube channel. So I'll be around making stuff, doing things. So I hope you have a good start to 2021. Hopefully these things globally do start to improve, you know, the economy, the pandemic and whatnot. And yeah, let's just try to keep improving. As long as we're up and running, as long as we're alive, we should keep on improving. So thank you again. Thank you for watching, and take care.